If you're running TikTok ads for an e-commerce store, chances are you've either burned money testing creatives or you've been too scared to test creatives properly because you don't want to waste a budget. TikTok ads don't fail because the platform doesn't work. Most of the time they fail because creative testing is random, inconsistent or rushed. Sellers launch ads without a plan, kill creatives too early, or scale winners without understanding why they worked in the first place. And the result is predictable. Inconsistent performance, rising CPAs, and no repeatable system you can rely on. What's going on, everyone? My name is Kyle. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple, structured 7-day TikTok ad creative testing plan designed specifically for e-commerce. This isn't theory. It's a practical framework you can reuse every time you launch a new product or refresh creatives. You can click the link in the description below to start your TikTok ads journey. Before we jump into the plan itself, it's important to understand how TikTok ads actually work. TikTok is a creative-first platform. Unlike Facebook in the past, TikTok's algorithm doesn't rely heavily on detailed audience testing. Instead, it uses creative signals, things like watch time, engagement, and click behavior, to decide who to show your ads to. That means your success on TikTok is far more dependent on your hook, your messaging, your format, and your creative angle. If your creative doesn't grab attention in the first few seconds, no amount of targeting or budget will save it. This is why creative testing isn't optional on TikTok. It's the core of the platform. Let's clarify the goal before we get tactical. The purpose of a 7-day testing plan is not to find a winning ad overnight. It's to identify strong hooks, spot promising angles, eliminate weak creatives quickly, and gather performance data you can scale from. Think of this process as filtering ideas, not gambling on ads. Before day one even begins, there are a few things you need in place. Firstly, a single product or clear offer. Creative testing works best when you're testing one offer at a time. If you mix multiple products, bundles, or prices in the same testing cycle, you won't know what's actually driving performance. Lock in product, price, offer structure, and landing page. Creatives change. Everything else stays consistent. Secondly, a clean conversion setup. Make sure TikTok Pixel is installed, conversion events are firing correctly, and your landing page loads fast on mobile. Bad tracking or slow pages will corrupt your test data. Thirdly, a testing budget that you're comfortable losing. Testing is an investment, not a guarantee. A realistic baseline for TikTok creative testing is $20 to $50 per ad per day. Small, controlled spend, and no emotional decisions. If you can't afford to test, you can't afford to scale. Here's the big picture. Every day has a specific purpose. Day 1 to 2, volume and signal gathering. Day 3 to 4, pattern recognition. Days 5 to 6, refinement. And day 7, decision and scaling prep. You're not optimizing every day. You're observing first, then acting. So day 1, launch creative variations, not audiences. Day 1 is about volume, not optimization. On TikTok, you want to create multiple variations against the same audience structure so the algorithm can do its job. What to launch on day 1? 1 campaign, broad targeting, 1 ad set, and 5 to 8 creatives. Each creative should differ in hook or angle, not minor edits. Here are some examples of different angles. Problem focused, before and after, social proof, UGC testimonial, product demo, and curiosity-based hook. Don't overthink production. Authentic, raw creatives often outperform polished ads on TikTok. Set a fixed daily budget for the ad set. You want TikTok to distribute spend evenly across creatives so you can collect clean data. Avoid CBO at this stage. You're testing, not scaling. Day 2, let the algorithm breathe. Day 2 is where most people mess up. You do nothing. No pausing ads, no editing creatives, and no budget changes. TikTok's algorithm needs time to stabilize delivery and gather engagement signals. Killing ads too early often eliminates creatives that would have performed well with more data. Your job on day 2 is to observe and not intervene. At this stage, do not obsess over ROAS or purchases. Instead, focus on hook rate, first 2 to 3 seconds, hold rate, click-through rate, and engagement signals, such as likes, comments, and shares. Early engagement predicts future conversion potential. By day 3, you should start seeing patterns. This is where you move from raw data to directional insight. insights. What to look for, which creatives have higher CTR, which hooks are holding attention longer, and which ads generate comments or saves. You're not declaring winners yet. You're identifying creative themes that resonate. What to pause on day 3. Pause only creatives with extremely poor engagement, ads with clear delivery issues, an obvious mismatch in messaging. If something is mediocre but not terrible, let it run. On day 4, duplicate and isolate strong angles. Day 4 is about doubling down carefully. Take the top 2 to 3 performing creative angles and duplicate them. Change the hook slightly and test different opening lines or visuals. Keep everything else the same. This helps confirm whether performance was luck or signal. On day 5, watch conversion quality. By now, you should have enough data to start evaluating conversion behavior. Here are some key questions. Are clicks turning into add to carts? Are sessions engaging on-site? And are certain creatives driving higher quality traffic? A creative with slightly higher CPA but better on-site behavior may be more scalable long-term. On day 6, narrow the field. This is where you get decisive. Pause bottom performing creatives, angles with inconsistent engagement, and ads attracting low intent traffic. What you're left with should be 2 to 4 strong creatives, clear patterns in messaging, and repeatable hooks. On day 7, prepare for scaling. This is not about increasing budget aggressively. It's about organizing what you learned. Document winning hooks. Identify which opening lines or visuals stop the scroll and consistently pulled viewers into the ad. Best performing angles. Note which perspectives or narratives drove the strongest engagement and conversions. Visual styles that worked. Track the formats that performed best, such as UGC, screen recordings, before and after shots, or fast cut edits. Messaging themes. Summarize the core ideas or pain points that resonated most with your audience across multiple creatives. These insights feed your next batch of creatives. Scaling without understanding why something worked is how performance collapses. Let's quickly cover a few mistakes that can completely ruin your testing results if you're not careful. Testing too many variables at once. If you change the creative, audience, offer, or budget all at the same time, you have no idea what actually caused the performance change. You're not testing, you're guessing. For clean data, test creatives in isolation. Keep everything else consistent so you can clearly identify what's working and why. Killing ads too early. TikTok often needs time to stabilize and find the right pockets of traffic. Killing ads within the first 24 hours is one of the fastest ways to cut potential winners before they've had a fair shot. Give your creatives enough spend and time to prove themselves before making decisions. Scaling before testing is done. Scaling a creative that hasn't been properly validated usually leads to short-term success, followed by rapid performance burnout. Testing comes first. Once you have a proven winner, then you scale with confidence, not hope. Here's a real-world example. Let's say you are selling a skincare product. During your 7-day test, clear patterns start to emerge. Problem-based hooks consistently outperform lifestyle-style content because they immediately call out the pain point. UGC-style testimonials hold attention longer since they feel more authentic and relatable. Before and after visuals drive higher CTR because the transformation is instantly obvious. Instead of guessing what to create next, you now have real data guiding your decisions. Your next batch of creatives usually focuses on stronger, more direct problem statements, more testimonial-driven content that mirrors what's already working, clear visual transformations that stop the scroll faster. That's how testing compounds. Each round gives you sharper direction, better creatives, and more predictable results. How often should you run the 7-day plan? This isn't a one-time process. Creative testing is an ongoing part of running profitable TikTok ads, not something you do once and forget about. You should run structured creative tests anytime performance conditions change, especially in the following situations: when launching a new product, when ad performance plateaus, when CPAs increase, and when scaling budgets. As you increase spend, TikTok shows your ads to broader audiences. Creatives that worked at lower spend may not hold up at scale. TikTok ads reward rewards structure, patience, and creativity, not randomness. A 7-day creatives plan gives you predictability, control, and repeatable insights. Instead of guessing what works, you build a system that tells you. If you follow this framework consistently, creativity testing becomes less stressful and far more profitable. Building a structured TikTok ads creative testing plan is one of the most important skills you can develop as an e-commerce operator. By testing deliberately, reading signals correctly, and scaling based on data, not emotion, you give yourself a real advantage on the platform. To get started on your TikTok ads journey, you can use the link in the description below. Just so you know, these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small referral fee at no extra cost to you. Using those links helps support the channel so we can continue bringing you free step-by-step content just like this. If this video helped, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.